I got to Arlanda Airport at 10 in the morning because I'd received a text message the night before telling us that the flight had been delayed till 12:20 due to late arrival of the aircraft from its previous destination. But then I found myself waiting in line for 10 minutes with no clear idea as to why this family ahead of me were taking so long to check in.
So I'm quite excited because I'm in the phone room at the SAS lounge. Boarding starts in about 20 minutes time, so I'm going to be flying business. It's the first time I've done this. So far the experience has been okay, I guess. Not quite what I expected. I think it's probably going to be the last time I ever do it as well. But I will let you know how the rest of the flight goes.
So I get to the gate and I see the same family again. Boarding was otherwise efficient and we were all on board within 10 to 15 minutes. So here we are, seat 22K, which was located in the second smaller business cabin to the rear of the one in front. I was pleasantly surprised to find only one other passenger on this sector of the flight to Domodedovo.
Until somebody pointed out to me that it's actually in here, which is nice to know because even the seatbelt looks different. It's my first time.
A quick peruse of the in-flight menu shows that we have one meal on the first sector and two on the second, so I opted to have the omelette for my first one. Because Singapore Airlines doesn't give you an amenity kit, all the things that you would need would be found in the lavatory, in the drawer, where there are dental kits, shaving equipment, a razor, and of course, if you need to freshen up, some Penhaligons. Not bad. So after about an hour and a half of flight time, we've landed in Domodedovo, Moscow, to pick up more passengers, as this is a fifth freedom route from a foreign to a foreign destination, one of the 6 that Singapore Airlines does. Rather annoyingly, we've all had to disembark the plane with our hand luggage, only to reboard the plane in less than an hour. The next sector of our flight was 8.5 hours from Moscow to Singapore. This is the first time I've ever seen the de-icing of a plane, but then again it was -1 degree in the dining options. For the first meal of the second sector were very impressive. I particularly enjoyed the freshness of the fish as well as my main course, and was very surprised to find 2 options for dessert, a Napoleon cake or a tiramisu, in addition to a cheese platter. I chose the brie. I'm guessing some of this came on the plane at Moscow when we were adding on more passengers. Before the flight took off, we were given a selection of reading material to choose from by the flight attendant, who had a trolley full of magazines. I also managed to watch 2 films before bedding down for the night. It's quite unusual to be falling asleep at 5 in the afternoon, but because of the darkness, I managed about 3 hours before we were woken up for the breakfast 2 hours prior to landing in Singapore. So whilst flying business from Arlanda, Stockholm is a lot more affordable, it does usually involve an additional stop if you're going further afield. That being said, I did enjoy my experience with Singapore Airlines very much, despite the ground handling issues. Singapore Airlines, you definitely are a great way to fly.